Hi everybody and welcome to Random Review. I'm Guzman and today we're reviewing the Corsair H110i. So before I had the Corsair H100 and it had two 120mm fans on a 240mm radiator. Now I'm bumped up to a 280mm radiator with two 140 AF fans. Now the AF fans are for airflow. They push a lot of airflow out. SP is for static pressure. The prior Corsair H100 had SP fans on 120, which did great, moved a lot of airflow through that radiator. Now the H110s had AF fans on them 140 because of the 280 radiator. Now you can look online and do a little researching yourself on these on this intercooler, and it does a great job. The only problem with Corsair, their downfall on this product, is the fans that they sent with it. They make a lot of noise, so even if you have the Corsair Link software to control the fans from going to quiet, balance, and performance, on quiet it does exactly that. Keeps your CPU cooled. Like my 6800K, it kept it down to about 28, 26 Celsius. But as soon as I started getting some load on there, so when I put it on balance or performance, you've got this buzzing, whining noise from the motor on the fans, not from the actual fans spinning. That drove me nuts, especially when I had the H100s that were silent all the way up to performance. And then of course, with those suckers spinning at full blast, you expect to hear some kind of noise. It was great performer, but you know what? Needed to get a bigger radiator. Wanted to make sure that if I wanted to push that 6800K up to 4.3, I had plenty of room to move with it keeping cool. So I got the H110, installed it, kept the fans that was on it, did fine, but that noise got really annoying. Well, with the new CES 2017 going out and Corsair pushing new fans out there, I couldn't help myself. I had to get the new ML140 Pro. So the ML140 Pro stands for magnetic levitation, which basically means the ball bearings, there are no ball bearings. It's basically magnetic, so it's going to hover inside. The motor in there is not going to make any sound. If you hear any sound from this, it's because you're going really fast. You're not going to get that whining noise that I was getting basically with the 140 AFs. This is perfect if you need a hybrid between SP, static pressure fan, and an airflow fan. This is going to move air through that radiator and out of your case on a push and pull configuration, which is what I have. I have two AF 140 fans in front of my case and one at the back of my case next to the motherboard. These are going to be pushed up against the 280mm radiator all-in-one Corsair cooler. And then you've got yourself a little bit of custom design that you can, it's these rubber mounts on the side, which also stops it from vibrating when it spins and everything. Now, my prior H100 had two SP1 120mm fans that had the rubber mounts on it, and that definitely kept it silent and stopped a lot of the vibrating. And just to show you what I mean, alright, so here is the H100 already taken out of my system, but you can see that I ended up buying some custom because at the time they came out with a new design for the SP100 120mm. So these right here, you can see that it has the rubber mounts, but these static pressure 120s are great for the 100i's if you're in that market. This is still a great all-in-one cooler. I just took it out because I wanted a bigger radiator. This is about a 240. You have your dual fans right there. Even the ones that come with the H100 are really good. So this right here is your Corsair H110i, and the box says it comes with an SP140L PWM fan design for better static pressure and customizable low noise. So here we go with the ML140 Pro. So I'm going to unbox this here for you and give you a little taste of this and show you what it looks like. I love the boxing. It's nice and professional. These things go for about $30 each, and there isn't a dual pack for the 140 ML Pro, but there is for the other versions. So we got your fan, and as you can see, this is so smooth that I don't feel that actual notch that you would normally feel with a ball bearing. And so we're going to install these up against the radiator, and you'll see how it looks. Alright, so here we go. You're going to see what it sounds like. This is a test. Hear that? Go. Quiet. balance. And performance. Alright guys, so upon opening up my case and getting everything ready, and that's why I'm not showing you exactly how I'm opening everything up, because this is a simple fan swap in the same radiator. But the thing is, I wanted to show you guys the difference. I was wrong, and I'll admit it, on the 140 millimeter fans. I thought they were AFs. No, these are actually SP 140s. So they are designed to push air, static pressure, through the radiator. Either way, these are definitely still louder, and I'm looking at them right now, and you can see the fan difference and everything. And the front fans that I have actually on my radiator, or not on my radiator, but on my case, are AF fans. This is an SP fan. After I looked at them, I compared the two. Now, just to give you a comparison between the H110i fans that come with it, these are SP 140 millimeter. All right, so you can see how that looks. And this is the ML140. You can see the fan difference. See that separation? You got a lot more fans. These are wider, these are thinner, and these are the oh, sorry, got it backwards. Either way, this is the SP 140 millimeter, and you can see how many fins they have. This sucker was definitely noisy, but you can also see right here, let me get a little, there you go. There's no rubber spacing or wedges or anything to reduce a lot of that vibration. So you've got motor spin, you've got all these fins, and you have no nothing to stop that, reduce the noise and the vibration. And then you have the new ML140s that have all these rubber wedges and spacing, and this feels like a beast, and the fins are wider and you've got that spacing there, and this has a smooth spin versus this right here, the SP140. You can see that little notch, that's a ball bearing. There you go. You can see that how it stops, and if I spin it, there you go. And I'm not being biased right there, that's just literally how it is. Alright, there you go. Alright guys, doing a little selfie moment right now. So I'm on the GoPro, and I've got the ML140 millimeter fans in the on the H110i 280 millimeter radiator. All these numbers I gotta remember. So this is raw, uncut. This is what it's gonna sound like when I turn it on, so you guys can see. I haven't tested it, I haven't turned it on, so if it's good, if it doesn't have any sound, you know, from the first spin up, you'll know right away. If it does or doesn't, it's make or break right now. So here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna go silent right now. Here we go. Wow, that was super silent. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a test run. A test run with Corsair link is up, and you're going to hear if it has any sound whatsoever. Alright, here we go. It's on quiet mode right now. And I'm going to move it to balance right now. That sound right now is all fan. And now it's on performance. It did not get any louder. All I'm hearing is the air. That's crazy. So no sound, so except for the air, no motor sound, no spinning or anything, just air. So now I'm going to go to balance, and then quiet mode. Alright folks, there you have it, the ML140 fans on the H110. Great performance. Corsair delivers again for 2017 on the fans. Sounds great. It's super silent all the way up to performance. The only thing I heard was the air. I didn't hear any more motor noise, whining, or anything like that. Night and day difference between the 140 SP versions. Alright, so that was static pressures, not AF, which is airflow. So the H110 gets about a 4-star out of 5 for me because Corsair just dropped the ball on sending horrible fans with this H110. They should have sent better fans with the rubber spacing in there to hold down the vibration and whatnot. So if you like this review, thumbs up or thumbs down, leave a comment below, subscribe, and thanks. I'm Guzman, and that was your random review.